This is about the room you are sleeping in, which has a toilet. The room is. Archangel Michael says, there's a space that looks ordinary but hides a spiritual doorway of energy, and it's the room you're sleeping in, the one with the attached toilet. A portal has been opened there without your knowledge, and it is slowly affecting your clarity, strength, and direction. You have wondered why sleep feels heavier and why your energy is always tired even after hours of rest. The truth is, this room has absorbed stagnant spiritual residue. Negative vibrations have silently attached themselves to the corners of the bathroom and have spread into your bed. There is a force that wants you unaware, disconnected, and off track, and it has been working through this very room. It began the moment a specific visitor entered and used that toilet. Their presence was not pure, and their energy left something behind. What entered your space wasn't just a person, it was a spiritual stain that attached to the air. Your body is responding with symptoms: sudden laziness, waking up anxious, dreams of being chased, or feeling watched. These are not coincidences. This is the manifestation of what has been planted in that space. This is not just about the room, it's about the frequency it now carries. The flushes, the silence, the echoes, all are holding something unseen. And each time you rest, you are laying directly in its path. Your intuition has already told you something is wrong. You've had moments where you wanted to move your bed or change the layout. That wasn't random. It was divine urging you to shift before something deeper rooted itself. The bathroom is not just a bathroom in your case. It has become a spiritual gate of drainage, not just of water, but of your intentions, your power, your mental energy. And every time that door remains open while you sleep, you are silently allowing spiritual leakage. Archangel Michael says, there's urgency in shifting the energy in this space. You were not meant to stay trapped inside its invisible web. The room is not cursed, but it has become a resting place for curses that came through people. Comment below if you've ever felt sudden resistance to staying in that room lately. They planted it through an object, perhaps a towel they used, a gift they left behind, or even something they whispered while no one was watching. That toilet room became the entry point, and now, your sleep is not your own. You're sleeping in a zone of invasion. You must understand, this is why you feel drained the moment you step into that room. This is why your clarity dies and your plans get delayed. It is not in your head. It is in your room. Type Amen to get blessing 333. And now, someone else knows about it too. A woman who visited your space felt it. She didn't speak, but she smiled. That smile was a confirmation that she knew what was planted, and her silence was part of the plan. She has returned in spirit even if not physically. Every time the toilet lid moves slightly on its own or the water makes an odd sound, it is her energy revisiting the place where she delivered her intent. You are not paranoid, you are spiritually awakened. You may have thought it was plumbing or old design, but this is more than mechanical. This is energetic design meant to limit your potential by corrupting your rest. Since that visit, you found it hard to stay consistent in anything. Your routines fall apart. Your confidence weakens right after entering that room. That's why, even when you have good news, it fades quickly. You find that blessings don't last long. That toilet room acts as a trapdoor, flushing down your manifestations before they land. Your finances, your emotions, your relationships, all have felt interruptions after you spent time in that space. These are spiritual leaks tied to the unseen rituals someone performed. Archangel Michael says, you were chosen to know the truth now. Because soon, a bigger blessing is approaching, and you cannot afford to let it be flushed by what sits behind that door. You must spiritually clean your space. Comment below if you already suspected something was wrong in your home. This is not about moving to a new house. This is about reclaiming the space that was silently stolen. You have power over this. But the first step is to stop ignoring the warning signs. It may begin with rearranging your room. Close the bathroom door tightly every night. Burn cleansing incense, or place salt bowls near the door to neutralize the energy. Type Amen to get blessing 588. Now listen carefully. Someone else has been sleeping in that same room and experienced the same decay. But they didn't survive it the way you have. They fell into depression, and no one understood why. They left behind traces of grief in that room. You're not just facing your own shadows, you're also dealing with what others left behind. Layers of sadness and spiritual confusion have turned the room into a holding space for delay. You must not sleep unaware anymore. The bathroom door must stay shut. Mirrors should be covered at night. Any water leaks must be fixed immediately, because spiritually, they represent open veins draining you. You've noticed you dream more often in that room. But the dreams are not peaceful. They are chaotic, unclear, or repeating in circles. These are signs of spiritual looping meant to trap your subconscious. There is a presence that lingers around the toilet space. It waits until you fall into a deep state of sleep before it hovers. But now that you've read this message, the energy is shaking. It fears being found out. It's time to take action, and time to understand. Your rest is sacred. Your dreams carry messages. And if they're interrupted, so is your destiny. Comment below if you had restless sleep or strange dreams in that room. Archangel Michael says, you were chosen to expose this. You are not weak. You are not cursed. But you are surrounded by intentional energy left behind by someone who did not want to see you rise. They pretended to be kind, but their eyes watched every inch of your space. They observed the bathroom layout, the bed's direction, and silently decided how to alter the flow of energy. Type Amen to get blessing 901. Now you must act without hesitation. Because within the next 7 nights, if you do nothing, the energy will root deeper. And once it roots itself completely, it will not just affect your sleep, it will start tampering with your mind. You've already noticed yourself becoming more forgetful. Thoughts are slipping. You're unable to retain things the way you used to. Even your body is reacting. Tired limbs, headaches in the same spot, and sudden chills when you walk near the bathroom door. These are not physical illnesses, they are spiritual signs. You may have felt pressure on your chest while trying to sleep. That's not random. That's the residue pressing itself against your energetic field. Someone wants you to lose control of your environment. Because the more chaos around you, the more distracted you stay. And distraction is their greatest weapon. They used the toilet in that room as a spiritual disposal. Not of their waste, but of their jealousy. Their envy was poured into that space. Comment below if you feel someone entered your home and left behind something heavy. There's a small item in the bathroom now. That does not belong there. A comb, a soap, a cloth, or something very ordinary looking. But it's the container of intention. Remove it. You've been wondering why arguments happen easily after being in that room. Why the energy around your house feels heavy. The toilet has been activated as a center of spiritual discharge. Type Amen to get blessing 714. You must seal it. Do not leave it open anymore. And if possible, stop keeping your bedroom door open when the toilet is inside the same room. Flush with salt water. Speak power into the space. Move things around. Burn incense. Reclaim it. There is a timeline where you rise quickly, but it cannot happen if this energy is still draining your core. Every time you take 2 steps forward, it pulls you back. Even the light bulbs flicker sometimes when you enter that space. That flicker is the energetic disturbance trying to confuse you. You feel more secure when outside the room. It's no coincidence. Your body knows the shift even when your mind cannot explain it. A woman smiled the last time she stepped into your bathroom. She complimented the space. But her smile held knowledge. She knew what she was doing. Comment below if someone you trusted changed after entering that room. Archangel Michael says, spiritual warfare doesn't always come with loud noises. Sometimes it comes silently, in rooms you call your own, through spaces you rest in. And your room, the one with the toilet, is a target. Because rest is your recharge. And if the enemy steals your recharge, they delay your entire destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1180. They think you're unaware. But what they don't know is that you're protected. And now that this message has reached you, they're terrified. Because awareness destroys their hold. Light ends shadow. And you are being filled with the exact words to break this. Go into that room and claim it back. Touch the walls. Speak power. Say, this room belongs to light. This room belongs to my peace. No dark energy has the right to be here. Something may try to resist. The toilet may make unusual sounds. You may feel suddenly emotional. But do not be afraid. Your voice is stronger than their intent. Your presence is stronger than the trap. And your awakening has begun. Comment below if you ever felt emotional or confused for no reason after being in your bedroom. This is a divine unveiling. You were meant to see this. Because your next chapter involves deep rest, peace, focus, and acceleration, and the enemy knew that. They couldn't block your blessings directly, so they planted disruption in the shadows. But they've been caught, and spiritual justice is beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 422. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Keep cleansing that room for the next 7 nights. Do not let the toilet stay open while you sleep. Rearrange your items. Burn light candles. And keep salt at the bathroom entrance. Everything inside that room must now serve you. No object can remain if it carries a memory of their presence. Even if it's small. If it reminds you of them, remove it. Open the windows. Let the fresh air sweep the shadows out. Speak authority over your bed and bathroom. You're the rightful owner of that room. Now, sleep will return. Peace will begin. And the energy will obey. Now that you've begun to understand what surrounds you, you will start to see signs more clearly. That tightness in your chest when you lie down? That wasn't anxiety, it was spiritual tension. The enemy wanted to disguise discomfort as overthinking. But it was not your mind, it was the room trying to speak to you. It was the walls carrying memories and energy that didn't come from you. The tiles inside that toilet, the floor under your feet, and the air you breathe inside that space, it's been absorbing all that was left behind. Each flush pulled energy down, not just waste. And every time you left that toilet door open, you gave the room permission to drain your spiritual strength. You didn't know it then. But now, you're fully aware. You're not going mad. You're spiritually alert. And that is your greatest weapon now. Comment below if this entire time you blamed yourself for feeling unexplainable heaviness. There is a towel or a piece of cloth you have kept out of habit. Someone once used it and told you to keep it there. That item holds a silent transfer of their intentions. Even if it smells normal, even if it looks clean, its spiritual vibration is not. Wash it in salt water or release it from your space altogether. The fabric holds their frequency. There's a reason your goals started falling apart after they left. Their goodbye was not innocent. Their energy remained behind to continue working even in their absence. Type Amen to get blessing 990. That toilet is not just a part of the house anymore. It became a source of nightly downloads. Meant to disturb you. You hear taps leaking when nothing's wrong. You smell strange odors even when it's clean. All of that is confirmation. The spiritual frequency of that room is unbalanced. You must start grounding the room with earth energy. Keep a small plant near the door. Let life energy breathe into the death frequency they tried to leave behind. They didn't attack your dreams. They attacked the place you go to dream. That's why your dreams have changed lately. That's why sleep has felt more like survival. Comment below if you wake up feeling more tired than when you went to sleep. Archangel Michael says, only a few are chosen to reclaim their spiritual environment, and you are one of them. You are not average. You are not to be kept in spaces that secretly work against your growth. There are people who act nice but leave poison in silence. Their smiles carry spells. Their compliments disguise curses. They visited your space to do one thing: slow you down. Type Amen to get blessing 551. You must understand how strategic they were. They didn't need a ritual. All they needed was to sit on that toilet, stare into the mirror, whisper what they wanted, and walk away. Now your rest is disturbed. Your luck has decreased. But the good news is, this curse has an expiration date, and that date begins the moment you take action. Flush the toilet with salt water mixed with lemon juice 3 days in a row. Speak these words as you do: every energy that does not belong to me, leave now. This room is under divine protection. This act alone will shift something. You may feel pressure in your forehead or neck after doing it. That's the residue detaching itself. Don't stop. Even if you cry. That's release. That's energy that has waited too long to be purged. Comment below if you've been crying or feeling unusually drained at night. There is also a pair of shoes in your room that shouldn't be inside. Footwear carries energy. It brings the energy of everywhere it's been and drops it in your space. If those shoes were worn in difficult places, their energy is now in your room. Remove them. They've been part of the delay. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Now think of the mirror in the bathroom. It's more than a reflection. It's been used as a window. At night, it invites spiritual watchers. You may have seen shadows or felt you were being stared at. It was real. Place a small cloth or curtain over that mirror before you sleep. You will notice your dreams begin to shift immediately. The watchers lose access when the mirror is closed. They have been watching not just your body, but your soul's blueprint. They are trying to decode how you are still standing despite all attacks. But they don't realize, your calling is protected. Archangel Michael says, your body has been aching for freedom, not just from people, but from the environments where those people left their shadows. That toilet is not evil, but what was done in it was. And now it holds memory. You can clean memory. You can burn it away, but only if you act. Comment below if something in your home has been feeling off for weeks or longer. You don't need permission to protect yourself. That is your divine right. That room must now obey your energy, not the energy of those who visited with impure motives. Type Amen to get blessing 888. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your feet should not touch that floor first thing in the morning anymore. Place a soft rug. Let your first step be into comfort, not residue. They thought you would never figure this out, that you would just keep suffering silently. But they were wrong. And now, the energy is starting to panic. You will feel it try to fight back, unusual noises, flickering, sudden sadness. But ignore them. It's desperation. It knows its time is running out. You are not alone. You've been given this message now because your angels are surrounding that space. Archangel Michael has already stepped into the room. It trembles at his name. Comment below if you felt a sudden chill while reading this section. That's confirmation he is near. The next steps are simple. Rearrange, cleanse, cover, remove what doesn't belong. Bless every corner. This is your space. Your soul deserves peace. And peace is returning. Type Amen to get blessing 1666. From this moment forward, you are not just the resident of that room. You are now the spiritual commander of it. Nothing planted in secret can remain now that you've been divinely informed. They underestimated your ability to rise. They believed if they tampered with your sleep, your day would fall apart. But you are not weak. You were only unaware. The attachment to that bathroom was designed to be invisible. That's why no one else sees it. But you feel it, and that is enough. You are not imagining the mood swings. You are not imagining the drain of energy the moment you step inside. These are real, spiritual effects. Every inch of that room, walls, handles, doorknob, floor tiles, needs to be re-anointed by your voice and presence. You are the authority now. Comment below if you've already begun moving or cleaning something while reading this. That's your soul in motion. Archangel Michael says, even your shadow has been under attack in that room. You've seen strange lights or reflections, and dismissed them. But now, you know, they were signs. The enemy cannot stand to see you rise. So they plant things in your comfort zone. The bathroom inside your sleeping room was chosen for a reason. It is where you are most vulnerable. They didn't curse you, they tried to delay you by draining your renewal space. But now the reversal begins. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The room has absorbed tears, worries, doubts, fears, and all of it has collected like a film across your walls. It's time to clean with intention. Use water with salt, vinegar, and lemon juice. Speak while you clean. Say, "No energy not sent by divine light is welcome here. Leave now." That sound you hear in the toilet at night? It's the remaining echo of what they left. It doesn't want to go, but it has no choice now. You have been chosen to break this not just for yourself, but for your bloodline. Others who stayed in that room before you also carried burdens, but didn't have your insight. You are the breaker of patterns. Comment below if you've always been the one in your family who senses what others can't. Archangel Michael says, this is not just cleansing, it is reclamation. When you take authority over the room, you are unlocking a hidden part of your destiny. Sleep will return. Dreams will become clearer. The pillow that once held nightmares will now hold prophecies. Type Amen to get blessing 3033. Even the water itself can carry messages. As you flush, say, I release all foreign energy now. Let nothing remain that was not sent in love. You may feel sleepy after doing this. That is the body releasing resistance. Sleep. Let your spirit realign. But be warned. Someone may call or message you soon after. They will act normal, but their spirit will be unsettled. Because they'll feel what you've done. They'll know you've cut the cord. That you've reversed what they planted. That you are no longer under their quiet grip. Comment below if someone you distanced yourself from suddenly returns when you reclaim your power. Do not engage. Let them wonder. Your silence is louder than their energy. You are not the same anymore. Your bed is sacred. Your sleep is sacred. Your breath in that room is no longer a target. It is a declaration. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Now listen closely. In the next 48 hours, something will shift. Either your sleep pattern will change, or you will feel a lightness. That is the sign it is working. Keep going. Do not stop. Even if others laugh, even if no one understands, this is not for them. This was sent to you and only you. Keep water in a clear glass near your bed at night. Let it absorb remaining residue. Pour it out each morning. Keep lavender or mint near your pillow. These herbs will silence watchers and block intrusions. And always close the bathroom door before sleeping. No matter what. Comment below if this resonates so deeply it feels like it's calling out what you couldn't put into words. They almost succeeded. You almost gave up on your goals. But now, you are reclaiming it all. You will rise earlier. Focus deeper. Smile brighter. Not because something changed outside, but because your rest was restored. Type Amen to get blessing 5050.